Hey, what is up everybody, it's Connie here from Geek on Your Face, and welcome back to the Best Decks series, where we're going with the final sacred beast, the fusion of all three, Armityle. Here we go. Armityle, I'm going to say that he's only suited for OTKs. I wouldn't use him any other way. I wouldn't use him as trying like a beatdown monster. Basically, just because his effect makes it so that he gets 10,000 attack points during your turn only. Other than that, he has 0 and 0. So he's pretty useless any other way. Yeah, his only purpose, in my opinion, is OTKs. That's all I've seen when I looked up ideas and stuff for this deck. I only saw OTKs. And it is fairly inconsistent, as is expected with an OTK deck like this, something that's old and has kind of been beaten down in the newer formats that have come out and stuff like that. So it's to be expected when newer versions of the game come out and different metas surface. You know, obviously stuff isn't going to stay the same, and it's not going to stay as good as it once was. You know, like the ghost tricks and the fire fists that you guys see now are probably going to be replaced by something else a year later, and everybody's going to be like, why are we running fire fists? Don't you know that freaking normal monster dark magicians is the best thing now? And I don't know what would be the case to make that happen, but the point is that you know, you gotta take the deck builds with a grain of salt. It's only gonna, you know, it's not always gonna be 100%, OTKs especially. But right now we do have the combo to get him on the field already. Elemental Hero Prisma is going to be your main way of getting him out. Obviously, Elemental Hero Prisma is super awesome in almost any fusion deck. Especially in this one, because it really sucks to have one of the sacred beasts in your hand. Like, there's not a lot you can do. You have two options when that happens, really. You can either Magical Mallet them back in the deck if you want to go with Elemental Hero Prisma route, or you can use Dark World Dealings to put them into your graveyard, and then you have to go the Phantom of Chaos route. Both lead, you know, they have the same effect, basically. You know, you get Armityle out in the field, finish them in one turn, that's the whole point. But it is a little bit troublesome sometimes. A good way to also do it was if you have Summoner Monk, that can also be useful, which we do have Summoner Monk in here. So, and you see he only has a monster with 1900 attack, which means that because of the 10,000 attack that Armityle has, this is going to be GG. It's so GG, in fact, that we're going to negate our own trap cards. Just for funsies, Copy Knight basically would have allowed me to get some XYZs on the field, but there's no need, so I just negate all my trap cards and any future trap card effects. There's no need for me to get any of my XYZs out. This is really over. Whenever you pull Armityle out, it's either going to go incredibly awesomely and you're going to win the duel, or it's going to go incredibly bad and you're pretty much done for. Because it takes a lot of resources to get Armityle out, and if you don't make it worthwhile, you're pretty far behind. See if something negated it. Like if I didn't have trap stun and he had a bottomless trap hole, like I have 2 cards in my hand, I'm pretty screwed, right? So it's either gonna go really awesome or it's gonna go really bad. Luckily enough, it goes really awesome this time. And most of the time, if you're running trap stun and stuff like that, it's going to go pretty well. I would suggest this deck likes to kind of take advantage of weak opponent's monsters, so you kind of want to attack an opponent's monster only because a Battle Fader would really ruin it, because now you're stuck with a 0 attack monster next turn after he negates your attack. You also have to be careful if you're battling a light type deck. You have to be careful of Honest, because if there's Honest, then you're really screwed, because there's, you know, he's adding 10,000 attack damage to his opponent, to his monster. So you have to be careful, especially when you're playing around with attack monsters that have this high of attack. You always have to be careful and think of everything. But we're going to go to the recipe portion of the video. Obviously we have 3 Elemental Hero Prismas. I have no idea what the heck happened to the... There we go. The effects are back now. 1 Hammond, obviously. 3 Phantom Chaoses. They're basically Elemental Hero Prismas, but work out of the graveyard. So if you put your Sacred Beast there by Elemental Hero Prisma, you can use them again with Phantom Chaos. 1 Raviel, obviously. 2 Summoners. 3 Tin Goldfish. This works well with Infernal Reckless Summon for your Phantom Chaoses. Very useful. You're a Lord of Searing. 1 of them, obviously. 2 A Hero Lives. Very useful. 2 Dark World Dealings to put your get rid of your Sacred Beasts in your hand. 3 E-Hero Calls. Hero's Bond, very useful card. It's going to be your main combo maker that allows you to get what you need done. Infernal Reckless Summon, this works with Phantom of Chaos, allows you to get them all in the field, and then you can, so on and so forth, you can get your Armityle out. Magical Mallet makes it so that you can put your Sacred Beast back in your deck and get a new hand if you need to. One Day of Peace, obviously good card draw. Plotted Duality, pretty straightforward. Reinforcement Army, always good to get your E-Heroes in your hand. 3 Copy Knights, just for those easy XYZ summons. They're level 4s, work well with your Unwanted Hero Prismas. 3 Trap Stuns, very good at keeping your Armityle safe once you got him out. In the extra deck, obviously we're going to have 2 Armityle the Chaos Phantoms, 1 Photon Papilla Operative, and 1 Laval Chain. You guys can put in other XYZs, those are just the 2 that I really recommend in this deck. But yeah, that's going to be it for the Sacred Beast little mini series of the Best Deck series. I hope you guys enjoyed it all the way through, and make sure to tell me in the comments what decks you want to see now. And as well, go check out the 1,000 subscriber thank you video I did. That's going to be it for me, guys, and goodbye!